it since 1901. They've only done it one other time in 1906. We're talking about the potential for a low of about 10 in Beaumont and single digits in the lakes area. We're already seeing wind chills in the single digits across southeast Texas, and current temperatures are into the teens and lower 20s. Already pipe busting weather out there right now, and hopefully you've got your faucets wrapped and you're maybe dripping or at least turned your water off, and you're being careful with those space heaters and also with keeping yourself warm, trying to conserve electricity. Otherwise, just a frigid night. I don't use that term often because we don't see it. Frigid temperatures are up in towards the northern tier, the Midwest, and we're getting a taste of some of that tonight. Thankfully, we're not going to go below zero, but the wind chills may do actually that coming up tomorrow morning in portions of the area, especially up towards the lakes area and into the low single digits tomorrow morning. So if you have to venture out tomorrow morning, there's going to be black ice out there. There's already black ice out there now, and it is going to be a treacherous commute tomorrow morning. If you have to go out, please use extreme caution. Remember, move slowly in your turning, easy braking, and if you have any doubts, ease off the accelerator. Speed is not something you want to do tomorrow morning if you have to travel, and we are certainly not recommending that, as it is going to be very dangerous as far as a commute tomorrow morning. All right, let's get to it, and let's do some good news for a change. And well, we didn't see a lot of snow here in Beaumont. I got mostly, let's see, not freezing rain, a little bit, but we did have mainly ice pellets, sleet here in Beaumont, but we did have a mix of freezing rain, sleet, and snow across southeast Texas, and it was not the ice storm that we were forecasting, thankfully. Otherwise, 33 more days until spring begins. Now, this is today. Our low was 20 degrees this morning. The old record was 25, set back in 1909. That's 112 years to put things in perspective. Today's high was 29 in Beaumont. The old record was 70 years ago, set back in 1951, 43. So we smashed both those records. Here's the forecast. We're forecasting a low of 10 that would decimate the low temperature for the date set back in 2007, and it would tie the all-time record low of 10 degrees set back in February 1906. The high maybe 34. Still, if it's 32, 31, 30, 36, it's going to decimate tomorrow's record for the date, which was 2007, the year, and it was 48 degrees. So we're seeing some big-time records being broken across southeast Texas. So here's one model. I don't think it's cold enough, but this gives you an idea of how long we're going to be below freezing. And just continuation. This is showing 16. I think it's still about 5 degrees too cold. We might get into the mid 30s. I'm not buying these upper 30s. I'm showing you this to show the extent of additional hours below freezing. Same scenario for the lakes area. I think it's going to be single digits up in the lakes area. But again, it shows you that, again, I think this is a good, say, 4 degrees too cold. We may not get to barely freezing tomorrow as far as a high, 31, 32 up towards lakes area. So again, this is just a prolonged freezing event across southeast Texas. As far as wind chills across southeast Texas, again, we could see single digits above zero here in the triangle. We're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 degrees in the morning when you have winds of 5 to 10 miles an hour. Lakes area could see wind chills down single digits below zero. Very interesting. Here is Lake Livingston, and you see this cloud cover. This is due to cold air moving over relatively warm lake waters. It causes condensation, and then that all moves off towards the southeast because we've got a northwesterly flow. Winds are out of the north and the west. Look at the temperatures already in the teens. Similar story, there's San Rayburn right there. Look at all this cloud cover coming off the lake there. Same thing with Toledo Bend. All this extensive cloud cover may have some flakes in it. Lake effect snows are occurring in southeast Texas. Just amazing to see this as far as the cold that's occurring. Oh, look at Big Lake, and even off over, let's see, Sabine Lake. Maybe a little flakes coming off of that. See that? See the trajectory? Lake effect enhancement because of Big Lake there, Calcasieu Lake in Cameron Parish and also Sabine Lake. You know, this is a rarity. You are seeing some rare phenomenon happening out there right now. Feels like 3 degrees in Port Arthur, 4 degrees in Beaumont, 7, this is wind chills in Jasper, and 11 into Orange at this time, and 3 degrees over towards Conroe, Huntsville. Exceedingly cold out there. And we're forecasting 6 to 8 degrees up in the lakes area. This is a little bit warmer, but it's in the realm of possibilities. And 10, 11, maybe 12 to 14 here in the Triangle. This is, again, going to smash records across the area. And if we get down to 12, it would be as cold as 1989, the Arctic outbreak then. If it's 11, 1930, you're talking 70 years plus. And if we tie the 10 degrees set back in 1906, that's 115 years. Records have only been kept since 1901, and there is some unofficial records, well, unofficial information that during the great Arctic outbreak of 1899 that we may have gotten to the single digits here in southeast Texas. Houston got down to 6, and in fact, when everything began to thaw, as far as the Mississippi River, this 1899 was so big, it affected most of the continental U.S. There was ice when it started to thaw the Mississippi River. There was ice flows going out past New Orleans out in the Gulf of Mexico. That's how cold it was back in 1899. Nothing has equaled or surpassed that. Severe freeze tonight. Hard freeze warning across southeast Texas. And again, you know what we're talking about. This is certainly pipe busting weather. We're already there. Nothing has changed on wind chill advisories or warnings. Wind chill advisory for single digits in through Orange and Jefferson County, and a wind chill warning for, I can't remember the last time we've seen this. See, I've been doing this for 25 years, and I don't think we've seen that maybe. I know we've seen wind chill advisories a few times in my career, but I can't remember if we've seen one other wind chill warning across parts of our area. So this is, again, very rare. Newton, Jasper, Tyler, Hardin, Liberty, and also Chambers County are under a wind chill warning. And that means dangerous cold, and you can get hypothermia if you're left outside. So we're looking at single digits below zero as far as wind chills, 1, 2, 3, 4 degrees above zero here in the Triangle. Just going to be brutal tomorrow morning. Futurecast showing temperatures in the teens. I don't think we're going to get quite as cold as what this particular model says. By 3 a.m. we're already in the lower teens. That's doable. Let's see how low it goes. Not quite cold enough up in the lakes area. Yeah, this is not bad here in the Triangle with north wind. So it has come up a bit. It was showing 7 or 8 in Beaumont. And then tomorrow with sunny to mostly sunny skies, we're expecting temperatures to be topping out right around freezing in the lake. So this is a little cold in the afternoon and into the low to mid 30s tomorrow in the Triangle. Now on the long-term forecast, we're talking Wednesday and Thursday. There are a couple of mornings, Wednesday and Thursday, couple hours maybe close to some freezing rain. Right now, I think it's going to be mainly north of our area. See, yeah, there is some spotty pink in there Wednesday morning, and it's going to be transitioning. If we do see any freezing rain or sleet, it would transition to rain during the day. And is there going to be anything left over in the morning Thursday? Maybe some spotty stuff. So this has improved since what we were looking at and putting our forecast together earlier this afternoon. So again, historic cold tonight. 6 to 8 degrees up in the lakes area. Bring your pets in. Don't keep them outside. Make sure that they are taken care of. Anywhere from 10, 11, 12 to maybe 14 degrees and through the Triangle. And then for tomorrow, mostly sunny, maybe freezing, reaching just freezing up in the lakes area and into the lower, maybe 34 tomorrow under mostly sunny skies. It'll be good to see the sun coming out. So again, this freezing rain is very problematic. It may not happen. Lower chances than what we were seeing earlier today and what we had yesterday and this morning. So let's take a look at the Winter Storm Severity Index. This is a new index, and it basically tells you what you can expect, what kind of impacts. And right now, very limited, and this may be further changed when we get a little more information. But as you can see, limited impacts across southeast Texas, both Wednesday and Thursday morning. But it certainly beats moderate to major impacts that we had just this morning and last night across southeast Texas. So One thing I am sure of is that we're going to see rain coming up on Wednesday. And if we see anything, and this is a low chance of freezing rain at this point, as you saw with me with the model data, that we see any of that freezing rain, but a good chance of rain coming up, changing over to rain coming up Wednesday morning after a low of 29, a high of 46, and then some leftover showers in the morning, yellow bar day, and warming up to only 41. So still a chilly day. Now this is more in line with a real January, February scenario, not 10 and 32 or 33. That's a little bit, that's record breaking. Then after that system moves out, we're back down to a hard freeze coming up Friday morning. It'll be another pipe buster, but at least we get up close to 50 on Friday. Saturday, it gets better, closer to 60. And then as we head towards Sunday, 20% coverage of showers near 70. And then that goes to a 50% coverage Sunday night across southeast Texas. And looking like even warmer temperatures as we head on into Monday of next week, maybe some spotty showers. So that's the very latest that we have as far as what's ongoing across southeast Texas. Again, temperatures are very cold out there right now, and they're only going to get colder across southeast Texas as we head on into tomorrow morning, with those values getting down close to maybe 10 to 12 to 14 degrees in the triangle, and then single digits up in the lakes area. Do we have any questions? Anybody to take questions with me out here, guys? See if anybody needs to ask any questions. But again, I'm saving this satellite imagery because of just the rarity of seeing this lake effect snow. Now, it's not going to be heavy. It's going to be some flakes downstream from the lakes, maybe towards Jasper. You see a few flakes, maybe towards Newton, and also around Woodville. So that's the very latest. Hope I've gotten you up to date. Again, we're looking at temperatures into the teens right now, and they're going to further drop, single digits up in the lakes area, and probably around 10 to 14 here in the triangle with dangerous wind chills in the morning. Join us tonight at 10 o'clock on 12 News. This concludes our very special cold weather Facebook Live update. Have a good evening.